Welcome to Tallish Thickish. If you're new here, I'm Sarah, and if you're a returning subscriber, I just want to take a quick moment and thank you so much for your support. I think that this is video number 20 for my channel, and I wouldn't have made it to 20 if it wasn't for the support that I got for videos 1 through 19. So thank you so much for subscribing and indicating that you are interested in seeing more. I am excited about a new channel that I'll be starting soon where I'm going to include more fitness content and wellness content. So thank you so much for supporting me by subscribing, by hitting the like button, by leaving comments. It really means a lot to me, so thank you. For the 20th try on haul on my channel today, I've got some BuffBunny collection, and I've got a lot to say about BuffBunny collection. This is going to be the final full-length try on haul for this particular brand because there are some items that I am still interested in buying. So after today, I will post reviews under YouTube Shorts, but I'm not encouraged to continue to give too much time to this brand, and I'm happy to tell you why. This has always been a consumer review. These are unsponsored, and as a consumer, I'm very discouraged from continuing to shop with BuffBunny collection. A lot of what brought me in is the same reason why I no longer want to spend too much time and too much money here. Ultimately, it boils down to inclusivity. So BuffBunny collection has a reputation for being inclusive. As a consumer, that really hasn't been my experience. They do get some points for inclusivity, but I would say those don't outweigh where I see the discrepancies with inclusivity. So the areas where I feel like they do well are having frequent sales. Frequent sales and having discount codes that you can layer on top of that just allows more people to be able to buy and try the product for themselves. So I really like that. I also do appreciate the fact that they consider different training modalities and different reasons that we might wear our activewear. Especially today, we have our Pilates princesses and we have our muscle mommies. So I really like to see that consideration being made. And I also like to see that they have different inseams with shorts. I don't know how much weight they would get for that because I think these days most brands are offering different lengths with shorts. So I almost feel like that's kind of standard. I don't know if a brand that's claiming to be inclusive, if that's enough. We'll give them that because I have a lot to say in regard to why I don't feel like this brand is very inclusive. The main reason why I don't feel like this brand is very inclusive is because of fit. I don't think that a lot of different bodies are being considered when they're making their clothing. A lot of the waistbands are very tapered, so that doesn't give room for somebody like me that's got more of a rectangular or a wider waist. Things are also typically very high rise. So if you're somebody with a shorter torso or somebody who just doesn't like ultra high rise, there's just not a lot of options. Biggest one for me is probably going to be the sports bra category. If you review all of my BuffBunny collection hauls, I have tried a lot of sports bras, and ultimately there is only one that I have tried, worn multiple times, and highly recommend. There's two that fit me, but there's only one that I would highly recommend. I really feel like the sports bras are either catered to IBTC or BTC, and when you're broad-backed and you're just a mid-chested gal like me, there's just not a lot of options. It seems like the brand is very focused on helping women cover up their insecurities, and I don't really love that. One, that leads to excess coverage for me because I'm focused on strength training. Since I'm focused on strength training, it's really important that my lats and that my pecs are free for movement, and I don't really love encouraging women to cover up the things that they're insecure about, and that may sound strange. I just hope to help women appreciate their bodies for what they can do and appreciate their bodies for progress and ability versus how they perceive their body looks, because our minds can be very deceptive, and I think that constantly catering to aesthetics can lead us chasing something that we're never going to catch, and that can leave somebody feeling really discouraged. I really want women to feel more confident. I have a lot of body confidence, and that does not come from me constantly examining how I look in the mirror. That comes from the work that I put in the gym and knowing what I've achieved. And I'm sure you're like, Sarah, we're just talking activewear. I know, but since it's activewear, we should be able to do our activities activities in it freely. But when there's constant fabric in the pec area and then the lat area, that inhibits movement. So I feel like we lose a little bit of the activewear piece because we're focusing on an aesthetic or focusing on hiding insecurities. And if you are really active in chasing your goals, you don't have a lot of time to dwell on your insecurity. My last two gripes when it comes to inclusivity, I don't feel like this brand is very thick thigh friendly. So if you are somebody with thicker legs, I would recommend the Poshnit flares in your larger size. I absolutely love those. I can sleep in those, work out in those. I absolutely love the Poshnit flares in my larger size. Those are great if you have thick thighs, but when it comes to a lot of the shorts and leggings, I don't feel like gals with larger quads are given a lot of consideration, especially the fact that some of us have big quads and want to continue to grow our quads. I don't think that that's being considered in their bottoms. And also in regards to bottoms, and my last bone to pick are inseams. As someone with a 31-inch inseam and who has quads that fluctuate between 27 and 28 inches around, I really need long inseams when it comes to leggings, and this brand continues to come out with one inseam for their leggings. And I know that's not fun for gals that have very short inseams. For me, that is a really big deal. For a brand to call themselves inclusive but only have one inseam in leggings, I think is absolutely ridiculous. If I were to start an activewear brand and say that it was inclusive but all the leggings only came out in 28 plus inseams, you guys would be looking at me like I'm crazy, and you would be right. So as we transition into our colder months, I'm looking at this brand and realizing that there's less and less that I'm going to be able to even purchase, which makes me really sad because recently they added somebody to their affiliate crew who I absolutely adore, and I would love to support by buying and using her code. Because this brand is not inclusive, it makes it hard for me to support her. I know that's a lot. I know that's some very strong opinions, but that is my brutally honest opinion of this brand as a consumer. And as a reminder, one of the reasons I really want to shop BuffBunny collection, and I wish they were inclusive, and why I'm probably a little bitter and fiery, is because I do appreciate their fabric collection and selection. I think that their fabrics are exceptional. Poshnit has been given a reputation of being something that is delicate and isn't very breathable, and in my opinion, it is very durable, it is soft, it washes great, and it just feels amazing on the body. Perform is a very thin fabric that I absolutely love for summertime. I really hope to see more body suits in the Perform fabric and shorts down the line, maybe with thinner straps because I don't like thick tan lines in the summer, but I love the Perform fabric. That one also does get a lot of vertical stretch. It's very lightweight and feels great on the body. I also love Dream Heather. I'm not in love with how anything is fitting me so far in Dream Heather, but I think it's a very durable material that can also be used for everyday use if the fit is right. And then my absolute favorite is definitely going to be Newbury. Newbury print shorts are among my favorite items in my activewear collection. I have to keep myself from wearing my bossy print short all the time because they are just so comfortable and, in my opinion, very flattering on. And so far, I'm finding that they're pretty durable. Newbury is a material that, like Poshnit, I could just wear all day. So again, if I seemed a little edgy earlier, it's just because I really like the fabrics that they offer. I've said it before, but just one more time, I also appreciate the color selection and the creativity that goes into a lot of their designs. All right, I think that is enough jibber jabbering. Let's go ahead and get into this haul. And as always, I'll start with my measurements. I am 5'9". My bust is measuring at 44 inches. My waist is 37.5 inches today. My hips are 47.5 inches. My quads are measuring at 27.5 inches. And again, I have a 31-inch inseam. All of the pieces in today's haul range from sizes large to XXL. So you have an idea of pricing. I will go ahead and put my order on the screen screen for you so you can see everything included in today's haul as well as the price point. With this particular launch, I am very aware of the items that don't fit me from BuffBunny collection, so I was limited on the amount of products that I had to present to you today. This haul consists of the Micro Legacy 6-inch shorts as well as the 4-inch shorts. I got a little curious, so I decided to go ahead and try the 4-inch shorts, especially because I was experiencing some unwanted compression around my quads, so I thought I would just try something a little bit shorter. So I've got Micro Legacy shorts in both inseams, and those are both going to be in a size extra large. And then I decided to try on the Halo top, so I have 2 Halo long sleeve baby tees, and I've got one XL and one in an XXL, and then I've got some Dream Heather leggings. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So the first outfit that I have on today, up top I have the Halo long sleeve baby tee, and this one is going to be in the XXL, and both the top and bottoms I have on today are in the bloom color. This is a beautiful mauve tone pink. I really like it. I think it would pair really beautifully with neutrals, and it is perfect for fall. I'm really bummed that there wasn't a sports bra that I could grab in this color. Let's go ahead and talk about how this Halo long sleeve baby tee is fitting. So I got 2 sizes in this because I was just curious what I was gonna like better. I do notice that I have some extra and some loose fabric in the waist area, but it's not something that really bothers me. I do have some timeless tanks from Active, and likely what I'm going to do is wear one of those underneath this baby tee and just kind of tuck it under and situate it on my torso where I want it. Those tanks have a lot of compression, so they tend to hold something. Like wearing it with a tank like that tends to keep it in place better, so I don't mind the extra fabric around the waist. Around the bust, I'm not finding anything to be uncomfortable. It is very comfortable and still very stretchy in that area. As I move to the armpits, I don't feel any kind of discomfort, any kind of digging, and I am pretty comfortable in the shoulders. Where I do feel some tension and where I'm just not too sure if I'm going to like this or if this is going to get better is on my forearms. I do feel a lot of compression along my forearms, and I am pretty sensitive to that, and I'm just not sure about this top because of that at this point. It's kind of tight right after my elbow, so here and then here. It's just tight. I can really feel it snapped onto my skin, and again, I'm just sensitive to things like that. And then in the back, it's also very comfortable. You can see it just slides up a little bit, but again, it's kind of loose. So after I raise my arms up and down, it did kind of scrunch up. Again, it's just not something that really bothers me. I definitely prefer my larger size in this. And again, I will try on one in an XL later. As I move around a little bit more, I do notice a little bit of tension along my bicep too. So again, I'm just not sure. If you're somebody that's got some thicker arms or very muscular arms, you may feel some of that compression. So just something to keep in mind. Even though this material is very stretchy, it's not squeezing, but it is compressive. Just something to keep in mind. I do find the top to be absolutely flattering, and I know I would get a lot of use out of it, more likely outside the gym if I decide to keep it. I really like to wear fitted tops with straight leg or wide leg bottoms. I think this would be a really cute look with that. Let's go ahead and talk about the shorts. So these are the Micro Legacy 6-inch shorts. So these are very similar to the standard Legacy short. Same new breed material, so they feel really good on the body. I will say, if you are somebody who wants to buy shorts that work for the gym and maybe you like to wear them, I like to wear shorts under my dresses. So if you're like that and you want a short that you can wear all day, every day, as well as in the gym, I highly recommend anything in the new breed material if the fit works for you. It's very comfortable and so far pretty durable in my experience. So new breed material, that's still the same. These do have a slightly lower rise, which for me with a short torso just means that there's less material for me to fold down. I will say that they are fitting on my waist in the front really nicely. One of my favorite things about new breed shorts is just a perfect amount of support without squeezing or being uncomfortable in any way. The rise of this waistband full length on me comes up probably, my belly button's right here, so probably probably a good 2-3 inches above my belly button. These are in my larger size, so that might be why they are up so high as well. This is definitely a lower rise from some of the BuffBunny collection bottoms that I've seen. And you can see I really am held in. If I bend over, it is gonna roll over because I got that short torso. Now that I have it folded over, if I bend over, it really doesn't move as much. So again, it's just something that's not gonna be super distracting during your workout. You may see yourself adjusting it maybe in between sets, but it's not something that is going to impede your workout. It's not something that distracts me when I'm in the middle of my set. Since I have a short torso and I have to roll these down anyway, I honestly don't feel that much of a difference up front between standard Legacy and the micro Legacy. One of the reasons I grabbed 2 sizes in the shorts this round was because I was starting to experience more compression in the thigh area than I really liked. I have discovered since starting this channel that I don't really love the compression around my quads, and so I wanted to try a size extra large to see if that alleviated some. I had tried a size extra large in Newbury prints, specifically in the bossy print. I had tried a size extra large and they were just way too big, and I never tried a size extra large after that. But I have learned that not all Newbury colors are the same, and I noticed when I purchased the Legacy shorts in the color Mar during the beta launch, those do run pretty tight on my quads and in the glute area, and so I kind of wish I had tried a size extra large in that particular short. And again, I'm glad I sized up today because the extra large is a lot more comfortable. So if you are somebody who is interested in these shorts and you've got some bigger quads, I would definitely go with your larger size. I think that the waistband has plenty of snap back and you won't have to worry about it sliding around too much unless you do have a significantly smaller waist. I will say I still feel this right here, this inner seam, I still feel this digging, and it's still more annoying than I'd like it to be, even in my larger size. So again, this is why I just don't feel like this brand is very thick thigh friendly. If you are somebody like me and you have large quads and you're not in love with something that you can constantly feel on your quads, I would steer clear of the shorts, which is a really big bummer because they feel really good in the tummy area and along the waistband. So I would like to see maybe just a little bit more give in the quads. Let's go ahead and talk about the back of these shorts. So the seam detailing is one of the reasons why these are different from standard Legacy. Standard Legacy shorts have the seam detailing that's a little bit more spread out. It's not a detail that bothers me either way. What does bother me about the back of these shorts, and the reason why I'm not keeping them, is because of how the waistband dips in the back. All along the front, I have about an extra like ½ inch from me folding it over, and I really like the way I feel held in, and I like the way that I feel this kind of support. I don't mind feeling. I don't want to feel it around my quads, but I don't mind feeling a little something around my waist. So I feel this around my waist and it feels really good, and then it just stops right here. I don't like the way that feels on. It almost feels like it's gaping, even though I know it's not gaping. And just the fact that it feels that way just makes me constantly want to check to see what's going on back here. So I don't really want to have to shove this seam in between my cheeks just to be able to roll this up consistently. I also don't really want to have this rolled down further. This right here is a major deal breaker for me. I wish they had just made a consistent waistband throughout the short so that I could have the same level of support front and back, because I just don't like that feeling of my waistband gaping. I don't care that it's not, it feels like it, and it still bothers me. So if you don't feel like that would bother you, then I would highly recommend these shorts. The fabric's great, the compression is great, the color is beautiful. As long as you don't have thick thighs and you're sensitive about feeling digging, I think you'd be fine. And if you're not going to be bothered by that dip in the back, then I highly recommend these shorts. Unfortunately for me, I just can't get over that feeling, and so I won't be keeping these. I think that covers it for this first outfit. I will insert a quick squat test and then I'll meet you in the next one. All right, next outfit we have up top another halo long sleeve baby tee. This one is in an XL and this is in the color Garden Party. And then on the bottom we have some micro legacy 4-inch shorts, and this color is Ivy Dahlia. I think this outfit is really cute. Again, the colors in this launch are really beautiful. The colors from BuffBunny collection in general and the prints are just really beautiful and fun. So the color combo has me feeling cute. But let's talk about how things are fitting. So the baby tee, and again in XL, last one was in an XXL. To be completely honest, I'm not feeling a really big difference. I still feel the same compression along my forearm. I feel a little bit more compression on my bicep, but I still feel comfortable in my shoulders and throughout my chest. Maybe a little bit of tension from these seams right here, but it's honestly not too bad. And at the end of the day, I feel like this top still is going to kind of crinkle on me as I wear it and as I lift my arms up and down. So you tell me if you feel like a certain size fit me better, but when it comes to comfort, it honestly feels the same. There's nothing that's going to be too crazy in the back. I'm not feeling any kind of tension. Maybe just like a little bit across, I guess. Maybe there's more width in the shoulders and the XXL, but because this material is so stretchy, it's very minimal as far as the difference that I'm actually feeling when I have it on. If you're in between sizes and they're out of stock, I wouldn't be afraid of trying either your smaller or larger size. And real quick before I wrap it up, I did want to mention that underneath the Bloom baby tee and underneath this Garden Party one, I wore the same sports bra. So this is the ballet pink sports bra from Honor Active. Again, I didn't have sports bra options to choose from this launch that I thought were going to work for me. So I wore something that I thought paired really great with both. So if you are an Honor Active girly and you have ballet pink, I think it's a great pairing for all of the colors in this BuffBunny collection launch. So I think that's it for this tee. Again, don't really feel a huge difference between the two sizes. Let's go ahead and talk about the shorts. So same details here, same rise. I do have a little bit less to roll over. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to have these hiked up a little bit more or what's going on there, but I don't have as much to roll over in the waistband as I did in the last pair. They still stay in place fairly well. At least the waistband stays in place similar to the last pair that I had on. These are also in an XL, and obviously where I'm going to feel the biggest difference in the fit is going to be in my quads. So I thought I would try these because I'm just tired of things compressing on my quads. I just want them to be free and comfortable. So I thought I would try the 4-inch shorts. I do really love how these look on me, but I don't like how they feel on me. The first place that I feel digging is in the back. Right underneath here, I do feel just this digging a little bit more. I'm just more aware of the seam than I would like to be. And then in the front, as soon as I start to move my legs, they'll roll a little bit. It's not terrible. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I was hoping I was going to be less aware of the seams down here in a shorter short. I know I was curious, but I just don't know what I was thinking. But at least now I know that I'm still going to be aware of the seam because of the way that it rolls and the way that it moves all around my quads, just as much as I'm aware of the seam on the 6-inch shorts. I do feel like they could stay in place maybe just a little bit better. I might try the standard Legacy 4-inch shorts because I know that the rise is taller, so I'm gonna have more waistband and maybe I'll have just a little bit more fabric up front. And I feel like if I had just a little bit more fabric up front, that maybe they would stay in place a little bit better for me. I do like the way they look on me enough to try standard Legacy and 4-inch, even though that's probably crazy and I'm probably gonna get the same result. I just think they're super cute. If there's anybody out there that has quads like mine or has thick thighs and you have found a pair of 4-inch shorts that you really like or 5-inch shorts that you really like, please let me know. I'd love to try them and test them out for the channel. I think that's all there is to say about this fit. Again, super cute. I think I'll keep the top to see how I like the smaller size over time. Not in love with the shorts because of how they feel around the quads, and again, we still have that same dip. I am less aware of this dip in the shorter shorts than I was in the longer ones, but overall I'm just still not in love with how that feels and the fact that it feels like it's gaped even though it's not. I think that's it. I'll go ahead and insert a quick squat test and then I'll meet you in the last outfit. All right, last items in this haul for you today. So the top two pieces I'm wearing are from BuffBunny collection, but they were not part of the Lift Like a Lady collection. The leggings, however, I did grab, and these are the Dream Heather leggings in the color Bloom, and these are in a size large. And before I talk about the leggings, since these are the last item that I purchased, I did want to just mention some items that are still in stock online that pair pretty well with this color. So this item is fully in stock. This is one of my favorite from BuffBunny collection. I'm kind of sad that it's fully in stock because that makes me think that it may not come out again. But this is the Rainforest crop tee, and I really love this. I find that I wear these in and out of the gym constantly. They're just something that's really lightweight and flowy and easy to put on and very comfortable for a broad-chested, broad-backed gal like me. So I absolutely love this, and this is in the color Pink Crush. And beneath that, I have the Ivy Wrap sports bra in Pink Starburst. And I like this bra. I don't love this bra. I wouldn't recommend paying full price for it, but if you see it on sale, I think it might be worth a try. The only thing I don't like about this sports bra, the straps kind of roll a bit and they're pretty thin. So I'm just not in love with how the straps fit, but everything else is very comfortable. I think the back of it is really cute, and I think both of these colors are a pretty cute pairing for Bloom. Even though these two colors are very bright, I think that Bloom does a really good job of toning everything down, and I'm all for a mix and match moment. I'm all for a little bit of a color pop, so I just thought I would recommend these pairings. So let's go ahead and talk about the Dream Heather leggings. Again, these are in a size large. These come in a 26-inch inseam, and I really wish they came in at least 28 inches. On the website, these are listed as a medium compression, but I would say these are medium to high, and I think that's because I'm just not getting as much fabric as I would like to. I feel like my calves, my quads, and my hips, and the length of my legs are all competing for fabric. I have tried sizing up in Dream Heather before, but the waist didn't fit me. It was too big in a size extra large, so that's why I purchased a size large. But in this size large, in a 26-inch inseam legging, I just feel a little bit uncomfortable, and things after a while of wearing these just tend to slide. They tend to feel tight on the side of my thighs and on the back of my calves. I'm really not a fan of whenever I feel tension on the back of my legs here, and I definitely get that with this particular legging. Again, if it was in a longer inseam and I had more vertical stretch, I think I would be fine, because everything else about the legging I like, other than how it fits my legs. I love the Dream Heather material. I think it's very durable. It is a great option going into the colder months. I don't think that you'll experience pilling, and it doesn't collect pet hair very much. So it's, again, just a really nice quality material. And the waistband, again, I have it just folded down just a bit, really stays in place for the most part. It offers a perfect level of compression. That's one of the best things about BuffBunny collection, is the level of compression that they put around the waist is rarely too much. I don't think I've tried anything on from BuffBunny collection and felt like the waist was just way too tight. So we have another waistband that's just perfectly comfortable, going to stay in place pretty well. And in the back, I really like the simplicity that we have here. So there is an elasticated seam instead of a scrunch. It's very comfortable. I am somebody who is sensitive to things digging in between my cheeks, and this does not dig or cause any kind of discomfort. Really not a lot going on back here, just really simple and really well done. I have seen these compared to the Petula Bear leggings. I do have some Petula Bear Pro leggings, and when I heard that comparison, I reached for them and decided to wear them all day. And when I got these, I decided to wear these all day and see which one I like better. The composition is basically the same. These are 88% recycled polyester, 12% spandex, or maybe it's 87-13. And the Bear Pro leggings are the same thing, but instead of being recycled polyester, they're just regular polyester and the same spandex blend. They're both heathered. When it comes down to it, these are definitely more compressive and they offer more support, particularly in the waist area. If you're shopping for a legging that you could use as an all-day legging, or you could wear it in the gym, then I would recommend Dream Heather from BuffBunny collection, so long as you don't have long legs like me, because it's just very uncomfortable if you're on the tallish, thickish side to have the material just competing all over your legs. But if you have regular legs, then I would highly recommend Dream Heather over Petula Bear if you want something for in and out of the gym. If you are shopping for a legging purely for outside the gym, then I would recommend the Petula Bear leggings, and I do have a Petula haul on the way, so if you'd like more information, more details, stay tuned for that. The reason why I don't recommend the they are pro leggings in the gym the way I would these is because the waistband doesn't offer any kind of support, and I'm just somebody that I want to feel something there. I want to feel that there's something around my waist. And in Petula, it's weightless, it's very low compression, they're great for all day. Don't feel as confident about wearing them in the gym though. These I could wear anywhere so long as they were no longer inseam, so I really hope to see that in the future because I love the material. I think it's really good quality. I think that the fit and the simplicity of it is great. Just wish I had more material to work with around my curves. As far as camel toe goes, I will say that I have a little bit more tension, but again, I think that has to do with the fact that I just don't have as much fabric as I'd like to. I did really try to shimmy up the leggings around my quad and situate them so that it's not an issue, so I'm doing okay right now. I'm not having the same camel toe issues I had with the Dream Heather shorts. I think the fact that this rise is now more of just a regular high rise helps with that because we don't have a bunch of extra fabric in the front. I think the fit of these is really great for somebody that can wear a 26-inch inseam legging, but if you're like me and you're a tallish, thickish, I don't think it's worth your time, but I would stay tuned for the Petula review as I do have some items coming in longer inseams. Those are all the pieces I have for today's haul. Again, very limited options for me with this particular brand, and especially in this launch. I was really bummed when I didn't like the way the Micro Legacy fit me. I went to go find regular Legacy and realized that those weren't even an available option. Sorry that there's not a lot of selection in this haul. It will be exciting to dive a little bit deeper into Petula the next time I see you, and I think after that it will be time for a giveaway. If you have any questions, if I missed anything, please leave it in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your continued support, and I look forward to seeing you in the next haul.